Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly climb the ladder of success while others struggle to make progress? Well, you're about to discover the fascinating psychology behind achievement and learn how you can unlock your own potential for greatness. Success isn't just about luck or innate talent. It's a complex interplay of psychological factors that shape our actions, decisions, and ultimately our outcomes. Let's dive into the minds of high achievers and uncover what sets them apart. First up, mindset. Carol Dweck, a renowned psychologist, introduced the concept of growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Successful people tend to have a growth mindset. They believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This perspective fuels a love for learning and resilience in the face of setbacks. On the flip side, those with a fixed mindset view their talents as static traits, leading to a desire to look smart and a tendency to avoid challenges. Imagine two students facing a difficult math problem. The one with a growth mindset thinks, "This is hard, but I can figure it out with practice." The fixed mindset student might think, "I'm just not good at math," and give up. Which mindset do you think leads to greater success? Next, let's talk about grit. Angela Duckworth, another prominent psychologist, found that grit, the combination of passion and perseverance for long-term goals, is a crucial predictor of success. High achievers aren't just talented, they're tenacious. They stick with their goals even when faced with obstacles, boredom, or failure. Think about Thomas Edison. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's grit in action. It's not about never failing. It's about seeing failure as a stepping stone to success. But success isn't just about individual traits. Your environment plays a huge role too. Successful people often surround themselves with other high achievers. This phenomenon, known as the Pygmalion effect, shows that high expectations lead to improved performance. Consider the story of Roger Bannister, who broke the 4-minute mile in 1954. Before his achievement, it was thought to be impossible, but once he did it, the record was broken again just 46 days later. Bannister's success changed what others believed was possible, illustrating how our environment shapes our perceived limits. Now, let's explore the power of habits. Charles Duhigg, in his book The Power of Habit, explains how habits shape our lives. Successful people often have strong, positive habits that align with their goals. They've mastered the art of self-discipline, consistently doing what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. For instance, many successful CEOs have a morning routine that sets them up for a productive day. Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, wakes up at 3:45 a.m. to get a head start. While you don't need to wake up that early, having a consistent routine can significantly boost your productivity and success. Another key factor is emotional intelligence. Daniel Goleman's research shows that EQ, the ability to understand and manage your emotions and those of others, is often more important than IQ in determining professional success. High achievers are often skilled at navigating social complexities and motivating themselves and others. Consider a leader who can sense team tension and address it effectively versus one who's oblivious to interpersonal dynamics. Which do you think will be more successful in the long run? Risk-taking is another trait common among successful individuals. They're not reckless, but they're willing to step out of their comfort zone. Jeff Bezos left a secure job to start Amazon in his garage. Elon Musk invested his PayPal earnings into SpaceX and Tesla when both seemed like long shots. Calculated risks can lead to extraordinary rewards. But here's a crucial point. Successful people don't just take risks, they learn from them. They have a growth-oriented approach to failure, viewing it as feedback rather than a reflection of their worth. This ties back to the growth mindset we discussed earlier. Now let's talk about goal setting. Successful people are masters at setting and pursuing goals. They use techniques like SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. But more than that, they're skilled at breaking down big goals into manageable steps and maintaining focus over time. Imagine you want to write a book. A successful approach wouldn't be to just say, "I'll write a book someday." Instead, you might set a goal to write 500 words a day for the next 6 months. This specific, measurable approach makes the daunting task of writing a book feel achievable. Another interesting aspect of success psychology is the concept of delayed gratification. Walter Mischel's famous marshmallow experiment showed that children who could resist eating a marshmallow for a short time, in exchange for 2 marshmallows later, tended to have better life outcomes. The ability to forego immediate pleasure for long-term gain is a hallmark of successful individuals. Think about it. Would you rather have $100 today or $1,000 in a year? Your answer might reveal something about your potential for success. Let's not forget about the power of positive thinking. While it's not a magic bullet, research shows that optimism can lead to better outcomes. Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology, found that optimistic people tend to be more resilient in the face of challenges. But it's not about ignoring reality. It's about maintaining a positive outlook while acknowledging and addressing problems. Successful people often practice what's called realistic optimism. Now you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how can I apply it? Well, here are some actionable steps. First, cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace challenges and view failures as learning opportunities. Second, set clear, achievable goals and break them down into manageable steps. Third, develop grit by committing to long-term objectives and persevering through difficulties. Fourth, surround yourself with motivated, successful people. Their energy and expectations can elevate your own performance. Fifth, build positive habits that align with your goals. Start small and be consistent. Sixth, work on your emotional intelligence. Practice empathy and self-awareness. Seventh, take calculated risks and learn from the outcomes. Eighth, practice delayed gratification. Focus on long-term rewards rather than short-term pleasures. And finally, cultivate realistic optimism. Maintain a positive outlook while actively working to overcome obstacles. Remember, success isn't about being perfect or never failing. It's about continuous growth, resilience, and the ability to learn and adapt. The psychology of success isn't a secret formula. It's a set of mindsets and behaviors that anyone can develop with effort and persistence. So, are you ready to reshape your thinking and unlock your potential for success? The journey starts now, with the choices you make and the actions you take. Your future self will thank you for the steps you begin today. After all, success is not just about where you end up, but who you become along the way.